Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Cardinals are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Vince Velasquez is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now at the plate, Tommy Edman. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for St. Louis, the shortstop, Tommy Edman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away.
First pitch, 106.
A swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes to start his afternoon. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is off the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Well, looks like they were determined to be aggressive early, and it almost results in a home run in the first at-bat of the game, but he'll settle for a double and hope the number 2 man can pick him up.
At the plate, Lane Thomas, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, Dero, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. Dero, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
The 2-0 on the way is in there for strike 1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball middle of the zone.
Edman leads off second with nobody out. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in the zone with a nice executed pitch.
Miller is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. He's set. Here it comes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
The 0-1 on its way. And he takes strike 2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the run is Moniak. He gets there, and that's the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. First delivery to him on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Adam Wainwright, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Into the box now, Mickey Moniak. And he really thrives in the batter's
The
box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one.
And highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now.
Batting second, the third baseman, Alex Bohm.
Now at the plate, Alec Bohm. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. First pitch on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
2-2 the count. Now here it comes. Count remains 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the third baseline. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in now, Brad Miller. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Wainwright gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Carpenter has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies turned away their first time around. On to inning number 2 from Citizens Bank Park. No score. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He also has 1 home run. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot down the line in right. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Harper coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Striding in, Tyler O'Neill. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Hoskins is over now and he's got it for route number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. First pitch of the at-bat. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Bader is often heralded for his defensive capabilities patrolling the outfield. So much, in fact, it's not uncommon to hear the word elite when used in talking about his skill set. So I guess it goes without saying that his pitcher teammates always appreciate having him out there behind them.
Yeah, he just seems to be in the right place at the right time. I don't know if he could see the signs from out there, but it almost seems like he gets a jump before the pitch even reaches home plate.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Leading off the inning, Didi Gregorius, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker. 0-1. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
The catcher.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Game 4-6 Baltimore Orioles 2 Washington Nationals 4 final.
Step on the bag for one. Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well a double play.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself, and turn 2. Pretty smooth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. And he misses with it. 1-1. Wainwright is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Into the shrubbery and gone. solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper, number 25 for him on the year, and it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Standing in now, Adam Hazley. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2, all tied at 1-1. Into the box, Adam Wainwright, 9-1-2 due up.
The pitcher, number 50, Adam Wainwright.
Game 4-6 Chicago White Sox 1 New York Yankees 2 final.
And that's cut on and missed 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Moniak. 1 out. Striding into the box, Tommy Edman. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this with pop at the plate can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
The center fielder, number 35, Lane Thomas.
Stepping in now, Lane
Game
Thomas.
4-6 Minnesota Twins 1-0 Cleveland Indians 0
but he went
final.
around for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Here's the first pitch to him. Arenado, 28 years old. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Two balls, two strikes to Nolan Arenado.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 2-2 one more time. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Again, another foul ball. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling it.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Nolan Arenado touches them all. Number 11 for him on the season, and it gives the Cardinals a 3-1 lead.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Game
Here's
4-6 New York
now.
Mets 6 Miami Marlins 5
As he will
final.
look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Cardinals are out in front 3-1.
We're back now as the Phillies prepare for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning. And this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. They come into the day tops in the majors in team batting average. And talking with some of the players and coaches prior to the game, many of them told me that's something they take a lot of pride in. Batting average isn't as highly valued as it once was, but they said it's a clear indication that they're doing a lot of good things in the batter's box to help the team collect W's. Guys?
Game
Okay,
4-6
thank you, Heidi.
Milwaukee Brewers 4
Bottom of
Cincinnati
the
Reds
inning now,
9
and that'll
final.
bring up the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Mickey Moniak will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Game 4-6 Pittsburgh Pirates 1 Atlanta Braves 2-0 final.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the rookie third baseman, Alec Bohm. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-1.
Two-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this two-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Hit on the ground to third. Arenado's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One hit's all they get. 3 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Phillies 1. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
All set for the start of the inning, and that brings up Matt Carpenter.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and he is going to have extra bases to start the fourth. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Catcher, Yadier Molina.
Yadi Molina digging in now as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, and it was sinking on him a bit, but he's able to run it down anyway for the first down. And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. In now, Tyler O'Neill, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down. And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Has a look, now the pitch.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Trying to keep things going now with the runner at first following the RBI single. 1-0 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 1-1 home. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Again, he sends it out of play. Hit in the air to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Moniak.
And that's the third out. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. St. Louis is out in front 4-1. Now at the plate, Brad Miller. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Carpenter is there. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th. Stepping up to the plate, Andrew Knapp comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming from Wainwright. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They trail it 4-1. At the plate, Tommy Edman. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
In there, 0-1. Swing and he pops him up, but this will land untouched. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
The center fielder, number 35, Lane Thomas.
Into the box now, Lane Thomas.
He swings and grounds it to short.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Five runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. The 0-1 pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The next 0-2. This is line to left. Hazley is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The batter, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Here it comes. Goldschmidt swings and hits this one very well out to deep left field, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. Carpenter takes the turn at third. He wants it all. He will score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
To the plate now, Yadier Molina. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. For the current campaign, Molina is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center.
Waiting on it is Moniak.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi.
Right.
Now here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit to right. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season. So striding forward now, Adam Hazley. First pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. A runner at first with no outs here. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well. A double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Digging in to try it again, Rhys Hoskins. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage, thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
Hoskins, a California-born ball player. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. One run, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
JT Realmuto will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 10, JT Realmuto.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. He'll start this one at 269. 10 home runs, 18 driven in. Wainwright comes set. Here's the 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 7-1. Hector Neris gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Tyler O'Neill. Here comes the first pitch. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 0-1 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Adam Wainwright, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on top 7-1. Digging in, Mickey Moniak. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Riding in once again, Alec Bohm. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
High in the air down the right field line. Bader is over and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Standing in, Brad Miller. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Didi Gregorius. First pitch coming from Wainwright.
Count 1-0.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Can't sit back long enough and the count evens up at 1-1. Wainwright comes set. Here's his offering. In the air to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1. They're down 7-1. Stepping in, Tommy Edman. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will reach down to put this one away. Good job of hanging with it there for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So striding in, Lane Thomas. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Now this will rattle up against the wall.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Standing in now, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he fouls this one off. 2nd and 3rd, 2 away. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Yeah, Matt, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
Stepping in now, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Hazley has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Redbirds 10 and the Phillies 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Andrew Knapp.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up, but man, he's been good so far.
Swung on in the dirt, strike three. The throw down to first, one away.
The right fielder,
So one gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Bryce Harper. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Wainwright still with just the one run allowed through 6 1/3. Right side and right into the shift. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away. Digging in, Adam Hazley. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Wainwright's ready. First pitch on the way. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Cardinals lead it 10-1. Digging in once again, Harrison Bader. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Harrison Bader.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Adam Wainwright comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Now batter.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tommy Edman. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. Having quite the game.
Nope.
Low with the splitter, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. Ran it in on him as this is bounced toward short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Aaron Nola will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
He's hitting for the Phillies. Number 27, Aaron Nola.
Towards second. And that's the second out. Ready now, Mickey Moniak. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Wainwright's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging in the dirt. But no chance to get him, and he'll take first after striking out. And not what he wanted to do there, is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. So coming to the plate, Alec Bohm. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Digging in, Lane Thomas. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Now in the box, Nolan Arenado. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Hoskins moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. From the stretch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's a ball.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Cards lead it 10-1. So next to the plate for the Phils, Brad Miller starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And a ball, 1-0.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
Turned on down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Didi.
Here's Didi Gregorius as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack Drew, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dilo, this pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Andrew Knapp stands in as he looks at ball one here. None out, runners at first and second. Grounded up the first baseline. The throw pulls him off the bag, and he is in there.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right side. They get the force at the plate on to first, and that takes care of Harper as well. It's a double play.
Now batting, left fielder, Adam Hazley.
Stepping in, Adam Hazley. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. St. Louis scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Adam Wainwright takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Vince Velasquez was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 10 runs on 14 hits. 2 errors, they left 4 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.